What's up, everybody? It's you know who. Welcome back to Mega Million Comics. Okay, so the first thing you guys are gonna notice is that the setup is different. Well, I mean the background and everything is still the same. That hasn't changed, but this all has changed. The quality is a lot better. The audio is louder. My voice is louder now. The frame rate is good and all that kind of stuff. And the reason for that is because I have a camera now, like an actual camera. My folks went out and bought me a camera because I was saying how like the quality in the videos were kind of like off, and I didn't like how the frame rate was skipping every 5 seconds, and the audio wasn't really that good. So now I have a new camera and everything is a whole lot better now, at least from my perspective. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know what you think about the new camera. Just tell me in the comments below what you think after this video. But anyway, so the topic for today is, if you guys remember, like, what was 2 episodes ago, we were basically discussing these 68 characters that were revealed to be in the Avengers Infinity War movie. In that video, some of the characters actually got cut out because of editing. I accidentally lost some of the footage for that. So if you guys don't remember, this was the 10 characters that I discussed in that video. So the last 10 characters I discussed that were revealed to be in the Avengers Infinity War movie were Spider-Man, the Avengers, obviously, the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, Agent Sharon Carter, Ant-Man, the Guardians of the Galaxy, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, and of course the Sorcerer Supreme, Doc Strange. Okay, so now that you're recapped on that, the topic for today is we're going to be discussing the next 10 characters that were revealed to be in the Avengers Infinity War movie. In case you guys didn't see that video before, it had a different title on it. It was called Avengers Infinity War's 10 of 68 characters revealed, I think it was. But that was basically part 1. And this video is going to be called part 2. So in case you guys get confused, that was part 1. That video, that was like 2 videos ago. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue with our list of the 68 characters that were revealed to be in the Avengers Infinity War movie. Alright, so number 1, we have the Inhumans. Now, the Inhumans were very highly speculated to be in the Avengers Infinity War movie, mainly because of their involvement with the Avengers in the comics over the years. Black Bolt usually didn't permit the Inhumans to be around regular humans most of the time, kind of like Namor and his people. They didn't really like being around the humans. They called them surface dwellers. So they usually stayed in like their giant dome place, isolated from everybody else to keep themselves and their people safe. But they eventually came out of hiding later when their youngest member, Crystal, actually got engaged to Quicksilver in the Avengers Golden Age comics. And she eventually had an affair with Rick Jones sometime later too, in the Hulk series when he was A-Bomb at the time. The Inhumans leader, Black Bolt, often had a lot of interactions with the Avengers and the Fantastic Four in the comics, and the Avengers even tried to take him in at one point because they saw him as a threat. But eventually, Black Bolt realized that the Avengers weren't his enemies and that they were doing the same thing he was doing, which was trying to protect their family as well as save the world, which is what drove him to join the Avengers along with some of his other members such as Crystal. And that's probably something we're going to see when the Inhumans join the fight with the Avengers in the Avengers Infinity War movie. Black Bolt even actually almost killed Thanos at one point in the comics, but to be fair, he didn't really have the gauntlet at that point. So Even though that wasn't like something intimate that killed Thanos like instantly, that's probably something that's gonna be hinted or homaged at in the movie, as Black Bolt encounters Thanos for the first time. So knowing that, we can basically say now that we know the Inhumans are probably going to make a big impact with the Avengers in the Avengers Infinity War after their solo comes out in either next year or 2018. I can't remember. Alright, so the next character we have on our list is Bucky. James Buchanan Barnes. We already figured that Bucky was going to be in the movie because after he made his debut in Captain America the Winter Soldier, Avengers Age of Ultron, well, I mean, he wasn't in the movie physically, but he was referenced by Falcon, so it counts. And of course, Captain America Civil War. So we'll definitely be expected to see Bucky show up in the Avengers Infinity War movie, especially since he's like Cap's best bud, and they might have had some differences in the last movie, but he ended up being on Cap's side at the end anyway, and they kind of made him like the antagonist of the movie, so he's probably gonna try to come back and show the Avengers that he's more of a hero than a villain. He might have it out with Tony again, like the last movie, but hey, it's not his fault that the guy loses his arm like every other fight. Seriously, it's the exact same arm he lost in World War I. He lost it again to Iron Man in the movie. So, he's probably either gonna have to work things out with Tony or find another metal alloy that will keep his arm on, like adamantium or something. Alright, number 3. For number 3, we have Daredevil. Now, most people were kind of confused about Daredevil because he hasn't really, well, since Ben Affleck played him a long time ago in a movie, he hasn't really showed up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe aside from his TV show that came on Netflix. But we know for a fact that Daredevil is going to be playing a huge role in Avengers Infinity War, mainly because of how Alright, on to number 5. So, not 5, 4. Yeah, 4. Alright, so the fourth character that was just revealed to be in Avengers Infinity War is none other than Pepper Potts. Now, of course, we expected Pepper to be in Avengers Infinity War because she's supposed to become Rescue, as you might have seen in the comics and in the old animated Iron Man TV show. Pepper became Rescue, and Iron Man made a suit for her. So it would be pretty cool to see her suit up as Rescue when Avengers Infinity War comes out. For number 5, we have Lady Sif and the Warriors 3. Now, of course, we kind of assumed since Thor was going to be in the movie, the Lady Sif had to be in it. But the Warriors 3, along with Odin, actually, is one of the other characters, would definitely be cool to see teaming up with Thor in the Avengers when that movie comes out, especially since those guys don't really get a lot of screen time. I mean, in the Thor movies, like Thor the first movie and then Thor the Dark World, they showed up a whole lot in those movies, but we hadn't really seen much of them. We just seen them like fighting and like kind of joking around and stuff, but we never actually seen them like meet with the Avengers and like fight with them alongside them and stuff like that. So that would be pretty cool to see those guys show up in Avengers Infinity War. Alright, number 6. For number 6, we have one of my personal favorites, which is Nova. Now, Nova was actually supposed to be in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I don't know why they didn't put him in, because he's basically a part of the Guardians. They referenced him so much when they went to meet with the Nova Corps. I don't know why Nova didn't actually show up in that movie, but he is definitely rumored to be in Avengers. Well, not rumored, but revealed to be in the Avengers Infinity War movie. Alright, so on to number 7. Number 7, we have none other than Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross. Now, how many people are just as excited as I am to see Ross show up in Avengers Infinity War? And I'm not just talking about Ross as in the old man general, I mean Red Hulk. I mean, that's just me saying they're most likely gonna have Ross turn into Red Hulk when he shows up in Avengers Infinity War. I'm not saying that he is. That's just me hoping, like speculating, because there wouldn't be any other. I mean, they brought him into Captain America: Civil War as like the person that gave them the Registration Act to sign. And me personally, I think that was like a sign from Marvel saying, "Hey, here's Thunderbolt. He's gonna show up soon in the Avengers Infinity War movie, and he's probably gonna become Red Hulk. So here's a little Easter egg putting him into this movie." As opposed to saying just him showing up out of nowhere in Infinity War without a proper introduction and just all of a sudden being Red Hulk, which kind of makes sense to me. So it'll be cool to see Red Hulk show up in Avengers Infinity War. Number 8, we have the Collector. Now, the Collector, he's made a pretty big impact on the Marvel movies so far. Mainly because the Collector has been pretty much like the mastermind behind everything, watching and observing the Avengers as they're out collecting the gems. Sort of like the Watchers, in a sense. So we can definitely look forward to seeing the Collector show up in Avengers Infinity War. Alright, number 9, Mantis. Okay, so Mantis was actually being speculated on the internet. A lot of people were saying that they didn't know if Mantis was going to be in it. I was like, it started as a rumor at first because she's actually one of the newest members of the Guardians of the Galaxy. And so people saying that she might show up in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 along with Nova. So a lot of people were speculating that Mantis was going to show up in Avengers Infinity War, which she was just revealed to be in. So that's going to be pretty cool to see her. Alright, the last character, number 10, we have none other than Danny Rand, also known as Iron Fist. Now, Iron Fist is another one of my personal favorites. I had already knew he was going to be in the Avengers movie before they even mentioned him. I was like super excited when they said he was going to have a TV show coming out on Netflix after Luke Cage started. Well, I mean, it hasn't started yet, but they were saying after Luke Cage starts, Iron Fist was going to start on Netflix, which is going to be pretty cool, so I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, well, that does it for this video of, the 68 characters. I almost forgot what this video is about, but let me know what you guys think about this video. Not just the quality and the audio and stuff, but about the topic we discussed. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if some of the facts I said was easy for you to understand. Let me know if you missed some stuff, if maybe you want me to review a character a bit more in the next episode because I wasn't really clear about him. Just let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Click the annotations at the end if you want to see some more amazing videos from other people doing videos like me. Or if you want to see some of my videos, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll definitely fish out some more videos for you guys to see in the near future. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you all again in the next video. Also, did you guys see my shirt? Look at that. Isn't that cool? I don't know if you can really see it. It's Captain America, Civil War, and it's got like everybody on the back. I don't know why they never put Spider-Man on it. They hadn't put Spider-Man on anything before the movie came out, other than 5 seconds in the second trailer. They didn't show him in anything. T-shirts, pants, cups, merchandise, anything, even the posters. They didn't show Spider-Man in any of that stuff. I mean, come on, what's up with that? Come on, it's Spider-Man, dudes. Really?